Hi everyone, welcome back to Tam Talks Tanks. If you're very observant, you might see why the camera is currently pointing at a tub that's got duckweed in it. We have not just one, but two baby pandas. We have two Cory kittens. I was reluctant to make this video before because I didn't want to kind of end up heartbroken. But my corydoras laid eggs. They hatched within, well, the first one hatched within 4 days. The second one must have hatched through the night or this morning. Oh, look, there he's swimming in circles. I was just going to say, I think the one swimming in circles must have hatched this morning on the right. And on the left, this guy is he's quite a proficient swimmer. You can see as well, he's got a very straight tail, which is great. This guy, not so much. I think it might be because he's just a little bit younger though, but we'll see. I hope it's not a deformity. But you can see the size of these guys as well compared to the duckweed. Like this is Lemna minor. This is just regular old duckweed. Look at the size of them. Oh, there he goes. He's a very good swimmer. And let's see if we can zoom in on him. Not the best camera, but hey ho. You can see he's got a little kind of balloon thing going on right there. That is his yolk sac. And the baby fish will, whoops, excuse my messy living room. The baby fish will, oh please, they'll consume the yolk sac, so I don't need to feed these guys for a couple of days. And after that, I'll be feeding them on hard-boiled egg yolk because their mouths are going to be far too small to be able to accept anything else. And egg yolk it's a complete food for, you know, growing baby fish, growing baby anything really. It's very rich and full of all the nutrients necessary for life, so these guys will be sorted. It is a little bit messy, egg yolk, so I'm going to have to do regular tank cleaning, or, well, tub cleaning in this instance. They're not going to go into the tank just yet. And when I say tank, I don't mean this one. But I've had, that was from the nettles. The shrimp are being fed nettles at the moment. They're not going to go in here either. They go in here. And as you can see, there are 4 little babyish, juvenile panda corydoras. The shop has, it's in the process of making things right. So we've got 4 out of 7, which is fantastic. Turns out that this is from the same batch as previously, as like the great panda corydora massacre, but they've been in the shop for this long. They're very healthy and active swimmers by the looks of them. There's a wee food pile down here. Sorry guys. There's a wee food pile down there that they've been grazing on. However, sponge filter there, its only use is as an air pump, because as a preventative measure, I'm treating these guys with methylene blue just in case they have fin rot, or any sort of any sort of infection going on, just in case. I'm sure they're fine. They've been at the shop this long. I don't intend to keep them in here for the full quarantine period because, as I said, they've been at the shop for so long. They're obviously healthy enough. It's just very much a preventative. They've been in here since yesterday with methylene blue, and yes, so the sponge filter, unfortunately, it was seeded, but now it is not, because methylene blue does not discriminate against which bacteria it kills off. So it's only being used as an air stone at the moment, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. It does have an air stone in there, which makes the flow of the filter, oh, there's my reflection, which makes the flow of the filter a lot more uniform. There's quite a jacuzzi going on, but I think they like it. It's definitely well oxygenated, but it means that I'm gonna have to kind of keep doing regular water changes, perhaps even twice a day, because I want to make sure that these guys are well fed before they go into the big tank. Because a chonky cory is a happy cory, and chonky shrimps are happy shrimps. Anyway, let's not get distracted. Back round we go, because I don't want to keep these guys out of the main tank for too long. I don't want their water to cool down. So I know that this is a really small container. These guys will go up in there at some point. I've got the shoebox there to dim the light coming from the shrimp bowl, because, you know, I don't want them to be more stressed than they have to be in that small tank. We've got some floating plants in here, not a lot. You know, these guys aren't going to produce a lot of waste at the moment. But we've got some floating plants in here to kind of help to oxygenate the water, like to oxygenate the air, because I don't know if you guys can see, but we've, oh hello, we've got an army of bladder snails. Oh, hi Shrimpy and Cory. So I don't trust the snails to not eat these guys. So they've been lidded up, and they're doing really well with the lid, because obviously they're very small, and this is going to be like a lake for them at this size. So they're not going to be consuming that much oxygen at the moment. But with the light on, they should, you know, oxygenate the air up here, which will kind of dissolve into the water. And also they're going to suck up any waste, because, I mean, this is too small to have an air stone in it, and it's too small to have a filter in it. So once they start eating egg yolk, it's just going to be a tiny little bit from a pipette, and yeah, they'll probably be on the same egg yolk for a wee while, because waste not, want not to stale standards, but it'll be in the fridge for a little bit, and they'll munch away whenever I put stuff in. So yeah, there's the big news. Also with the duckweed, my hope is that they'll start feeling a bit more safe, because panda corydoras, they're pretty shy fish. So, I mean, I don't expect them to be terribly brave when they're just itty bitty wee things. Where's our other one gone? You've not learned to jump already. There you are. Yeah, already taking shelter underneath the duckweed and the salvinia there, which is great. That's exactly what I want to happen. I want them to feel safe. There's still a tint of methylene blue. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, there's still a tint of methylene blue at the moment. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera. It's very, very marginal, and that will go as more kind of clean water is put in. So yeah, there's the news. Baby panda. Ah, 2 baby panda. Excellent. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you like the content, and if you've got any constructive feedback, do feel free to give it, because this is a passion project for me, really. You know, I'm not in this to make money, but I just want to be able to share my experience of, you know, learning as I go, but also kind of hopefully I'll be able to tell you guys about mistakes that I've made along the way. And, you know, it's better to learn from somebody else's mistakes than your own. So, yeah, do all that cool stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!